All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking with us tonight on the topic of garbology, please welcome Miss Randy Mason.
Garbology is the study of waste. Did you know most of us throw things in the trash every day that can be reused, recycled, or used for compost? The average American throws away 4.4 pounds of stuff every day and 1,600 pounds of waste a year. That's one individual. Americans are only 5% of the world's population but generate 40% of its waste. If everyone would just take a few extra steps and realize what can be reused in many ways, our planet would be a much healthier environment to live in and we wouldn't have overflowing landfills. We can reuse a lot of trash thrown away. For example, Americans throw away old clothes. Daily, and 8 out of 10 purchased t-shirts will be thrown away within 1 year. If everyone only knew the costs and the environmental hazards that impact our planet severely, 250 gallons of water is used to grow enough cotton to make one t-shirt. Most t-shirts start out as cotton seeds sprayed with pesticides. In the United States, these pesticides can pollute our water and endanger our environment. Then the cotton shipped overseas is manufactured into t-shirts and shipped back to the U.S. The travel releases oil emissions that contribute to climate change. Based on the damage of t-shirt manufacturing can cause the environment, we need to reuse our clothing. Instead of throwing away one t-shirt, we could pass it down and hand or donate to various locations. Another way we can save our environment is by watching what we throw away by recycling. For example, Americans use 50 billion water bottles every year. It takes a lot of oil to transport these overseas across the U.S. by train, automobile, and plane. A quarter of every water bottle can be filled with oil to show how much is being consumed during the transport of plastic bottles. So if you have a plastic bottle, a quarter of that could be filled with the oil that's used to transport just that single bottle. So when we buy cases of water bottles, each one of those could be filled with a quarter of oil. And all of that contributes to global warming. 25% of all water in plastic water bottles is tap water anyhow. Compost is another way of limiting trash. This is what it looks like. It's enriched soil, and that's what it looks like when it's being made. This photo right here is of items that you can find at thrift stores. That's a good way. You can just donate them and people sell them and reuse them or hand them down to your siblings, friends, whatever the case may be. But all these items are at a thrift store being sold or given away. These are recyclables. Now, they're not all of them. There's thousands of different items and ways you can recycle, but here's the general amount in which you can, are items that you can recycle. Another way we can, compost is another way of eliminating trash that ends up in overflowing landfills. Compost is made up of vegetables that can decompose properly to create a natural fertilizer good for the soil. Compost reduces the need for fertilizer and toxic chemicals by improving soil naturally with the help of fungus, bacteria, and invertebrates, insects, to break down vegetables to help our soil. If compost is taken care of well, vegetables will turn into dirt after decomposition. The dirt can be used to fertilize your flowers and or vegetables. If everyone or a few individuals did at least one of these methods of garbology, it would make a serious impact on our environment and help us reduce the amount of unnecessary trash that ends up in our landfills.